What's going on YouTube? This is Jay, Trucker by Day, and we are making our way through Big Sky, Montana. It's not too far. It's usually like this time of year, but I just came back. I just came through here like a few weeks ago, and it was absolutely bone dry. So this is the extreme of Montana. Like, I love Montana. I lived there briefly, but it got to be just too much. Like, there's, you know, you'll go to bed, it's nice, you'll wake up, it looks like this. So yeah, it's pretty terrible, but we're getting geared up for vacation for Christmas. I hope everybody out there has a good time with their family and, you know, gets to reflect on the year. And we're going to talk a little bit about goals this video, but you know, that'll be in a minute. But I wanted to thank all the new subscribers out there. I really appreciate you guys following and supporting, you know, this, you know, what I do for work. Like, it's really that hard. I mean, it's really difficult, and I want to show you guys the good and the bad. And I mean, this is, I wouldn't really consider it bad, but I mean, this is one of it's a part of the job, you know. Every little thing you use, it's probably at some point in its life been on a truck. So you gotta keep that in mind and kind of think about it. Think about life and think about what kind of year did you have? Was it shit or was it pretty good? Or what are some things that you can improve on? I mean, that's the good thing about life. I mean, every year you get a do-over. If you know your job sucks for the year, maybe it's time to, you know, do something different. So we're cruising along here, but yeah, let's get into our topic for the video today. Let's get into goals. How do you structure your goals? So what I was taught, and it really helped me out in life, and I'm gonna try to give you guys the advice I was taught, and it really got me ahead in life, is you gotta set long-term goals. Are good. I would suggest writing them down and just sticking them somewhere, and then, you know, look at them briefly. And then once you get your long-term goals down, then you set some short-term goals that will lead to long-term goals, you know. So let's say, for instance, if it's diet. So on your long-term goal, let's say you want to lose 50 pounds, okay? Which is a lot, but for some people it's not. So let's say you want to lose 50 pounds. That's your long-term goal. Say that's for, I don't know, 2 years. Which is kind of realistic if you have to work and you can't live at the gym and you can't, you know, you don't have a dietitian and all that stuff. It's normal. So your short-term goals would be to moderate your diet, to walk more daily, to go to the gym once a week. You know, just some things like that. And then as you start knocking those things out, you know, then you could say, you know, I'm only going to eat this much this day, and then I'm going to go to the gym 2 times a week. And just keep working your way up a ladder. It's just like a ladder. Keep working your way up, and then eventually, I mean, I don't know when, but eventually, you're going to reach your long-term goal. And then before you know it, and then you can set another long-term goal. But, you know, it's really a thing in life. It's like, I know not just normal people watch YouTube. Like, there's rich people out there, well-off people. They still have goals. And if you're wealthy and you have no challenges in life, and you don't have any kind of personal goals for development or anything like that just because you have money, well, that's pretty sad. So, you know, it's good to have goals, man. Like, you don't think rich people have goals? Look at somebody like, you know, love them or hate them. Look at Elon Musk. Yeah, it's okay to fail at goals. He's failed at plenty if you've watched his career, but he still has his own personal goals. Ain't nobody can tell him they're dumb. Ain't nobody can tell him they won't work. He's going to find that on his own. And that's what I suggest everybody out there does. Set your goals. Stick by them. That's why you have long-term and short-term. Like, let's say for some of my short-term goals, like, that it helped me with my diet and helped me, you know, keep my weight right and feel better in life. You know, it might be something small, like, I'm not going to eat bread today. That might seem like nothing or even stupid for some people, but to me, that's a struggle. It's hard for me because that's one of my favorite things. I mean, I grew up making sandwiches out of everything. Spaghetti, whatever it was, made a sandwich. And I followed that into my adult life. But every time I go a day without bread, or some of my short-term goals, like I try not to eat until, when I'm on the road, I try not to eat until after lunchtime. And the best thing about goals is, it doesn't matter if you do the same goal one time or 100 times. You're going to get it eventually. And if you don't, maybe that goal's not for you. Maybe make something a little bit easier, get to that goal first, and then work your way up. So, if you guys have any kind of goals like that in life, I don't care if it's, to lose weight or save more money or get a better partner or any of that. If you have goals in life, there's people rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. And I want to see people succeed, and I want to see, you feel that, that pride when you do something that everybody around you, might be telling you, there's no way you could do that. At one point in my life, I had a relative tell me, well, you probably don't want to take your GED because you wouldn't be able to do it anyways. And obviously, looking back at that in life, that was his way of motivating me, and it did too. I was a young, hard-headed kid. I was 19 years old, and I said, oh yeah, I can't do it. And 2 months of night school, and I went and got my GED. So, just don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to be a little bit hard. Like I am at some things. Like, that's the thing about goals. So say you set a goal and it's small. Say you want to save $500 by the end of the month. You want to save $500. Well, you're gonna feel amazing when you do that. But if you don't do it, you're gonna be like, oh man, this sucks. I couldn't even do that. Try it again the next month. That's what I'm saying. But when you do hit your goal, it doesn't matter what it is. Like mine was to be able to do 50 push-ups. When you do hit your goal like that for personal stuff, the pride you feel is going to motivate you to work until your long-term goals. So, it's just a step, and it's a ladder, one thing at a time. But I want you guys to take this in, and I want you guys to, something that goes along with goals is personal accountability. So, I know people don't like to consider that. You know why they don't? Because they don't like to consider it because they know that some of the shit they're doing, it's just, it's bullshit. And they don't want, everybody's so quick to blame everybody. Like, oh, it was Bill at work. He's the reason I didn't get my goal. What? Ain't nobody stopping you from getting your goal except you. So, you got to remember that. At the end of the day, the only person that can tell you what you're doing, how you're doing it, or whatever you got going on in life is you. That's it. There ain't no other way to say it. So, don't let anybody excuse me. Don't let anybody stand in your way of your own personal goals. Nobody. I don't care who it is. You got a goal, work on it, stick to it. I hate this, a lot of people in this generation, if you're young, I don't know if anybody told you this, they probably haven't. That's why we're in the state that we're in. Probably nobody's told you that if you want something in life, sometimes it's going to be hard work. And I know for a lot of people out there, that might give you anxiety or whatever other condition that you think that you have. But it's the truth. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Some things are hard. Certain things in life are really hard. And if you have a huge goal in mind and it's super hard and not very many people have done it, do you think there's a reason why not many people have done it? You want to know what the reason is? Because it takes hard work. Hello. And a lot of people aren't willing to do what it takes. So, that being said, start with short-term goals. Work your way up to long-term goals. Rinse, repeat, do it again. The more you achieve in life, the harder you make your goals. And, you know, and you're going to have a successful, fulfilling life if you just put in the time. But we're going to be cruising through this kind of weather all day, unfortunately. But I'll try to get you guys some more footage. But my name is Jay. I love you guys, and I'm out.